Hello, my friends. Kurt Berglund with you every Monday morning at 10 a.m. Central. I bring you a baseball book review. Could be fiction, could be nonfiction, could be hot off the presses, could be something out of print, or it could be something somewhere in between. And today I've got something somewhere in between. This is a 2014 publication called the 73 Mets File Miracle at Shea. The writer and the publisher, Steve O'Rourke. I'm going to put all of the information for this book in the video description below, so that you can check it out for yourself. This is a self-published book. I found it on Lulu. Now, the 1973.lulu.com, but all that will be in the description of the video below. The 1973 Mets, I think, are my favorite baseball story. They've got old players, they've got young players, they've got Hall of Famers, and they've got guys that didn't even come close. They scrapped and they fought and they beat the rest of the team, the other 5 teams in the National League East for the division championship with just 82 wins. They had an injured list like there was no tomorrow. They came back, won the division, were huge underdogs in the NLCS against the Reds, beat them in 5, and then came one game from winning the World Series against the heavily favored 1973 Oakland A's. This book is a month-by-month chronological telling of the story of the 1973 Mets. It is the only book exclusively about the 1973 Mets that I know of, and it's a pretty good one. If you compare it to other books about individual teams, you got everything here. You get a sense of the season. It's day by day. There are features about the players. There are pictures in the book as well that bring to light the what am I looking for? The times, the drama that was this season, the unlikely success that this season was for this team of ball players. When you look at their injured list, how they did it, I don't know. Yogi Berra doesn't get enough credit for getting a pennant with this group, given the amount of days on the disabled list that so many of the regulars and several of the pitchers spent. They overcame an awful lot. This book not only does that, but it also updates you on standings along the way and even gives you box scores from the time. So you get a sense not only of what the standings were, but you also get in many instances, box scores from individual games, and certainly from World Series games, there are box scores here. It is a self-published book, and sometimes you get the things that self-published books get. And I think, and I've said before on my book reviews, that we are in the golden age of sports and baseball publishing because there are self-publishers. Sometimes you get some quirks, but boy, there's an awful lot of good reading here, and it'll bring back a lot of memories for you if you remember baseball at that time. Each game is broken out in sort of a chronology with highlights as part of the book to give you an idea of what that looks like. Scores, highlights from the game, and then you get this sense as the storyline builds that something special might happen, even though they were in last place in August. 12 and a half games out of first place. They leapfrogged 5 teams in the last 5 weeks of the season, or 6 weeks of the season, and take the division. Just an amazing story, well constructed. There is no index to the book. That's my one gripe. There is no index in this book, so it's a little hard to do research with, but everything else is here that you could want. the stories, the features, the highlighted players, a sense of the season, a day-by-day progression of the season, black and white photos, and those box scores that I was telling you about. I love this book. I can't recommend it strongly enough. If you are a Mets fan or you just want to learn more about a wonderful team in an incredible divisional, pennant, and then World Series battle. Thank you so much for being with me. Please don't forget to click like and subscribe to my channel. I need your subscriptions to keep my channel going, my friends, and I do appreciate it very much. Check out this book at the website below, and you'll be glad that you did. Have a great day. So long, everybody.